What's up guys, this is Crook for Money, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get the Hoop It Up achievement in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas the Definitive Edition. So basically when you start this minigame, it's going to tell you that you want CJ to be at the peak of his jump, which you would assume is when he's at the maximum height and is about to actually throw the ball. But what you actually want to do is, it's different for all three areas of the court. The closer to the net, it doesn't really matter a whole lot, but you want to release it later. So basically, kind of yes at the peak of his jump, but somewhat a little bit earlier. For the further away ones, you want to release it earlier. So pretty much what I do is I turn CJ around, so he basically does like a fadeaway kind of thing. So he has to turn all the way around, and then by the time he's about to start jumping, that's around the time I release it. I'll try to put some sort of indicator of when I release it to give you an idea of how to actually make these shots. The hardest shots to make are the ones on the side of the court. Those are definitely the hardest for me anyways. So yeah. Pretty much any other shot is somewhat easy. Of course, like the half court is kind of difficult to do, but you might only get like one of those before you actually reach the score of 30. So as you can see, the last score I got was 27. I was still practicing, trying to figure out exactly when to release. So you can like kind of practice, small, medium, long range with these shots to get an idea of when you need to actually release it and then start the challenge, or you can just go into the challenge and kind of learn from there, which is what I did. I tried this about a couple times, and about the third time I actually got it because I kind of understood when I needed to release it. And it's pretty much the same, it's just you have to figure out the timing of when to actually release it, and then you'll pretty much make every shot. Some shots, though, he turns around a little bit quicker, or you just reposition yourself a little bit weird to where you might mess up the timing a little bit, so then you might have to retry. Another tip for when you have to actually retry or go after the ball is if you're further away, I would recommend you have tap to sprint off because you immediately sprint when you hold the sprint button. So what I did for the longer range ones where I had to run back to the ball is I just held sprint for a few seconds. Make sure you release it like right before you get to the ball, otherwise you like run past it or whatever. That's why when you're closer to the ball, you don't really want to sprint to it, because otherwise it'll just end up wasting more time. So that's another tip to save you some time, because it doesn't really give you a whole lot of time, especially if you're missing quite a few shots. Like you can see here, like even me holding sprint to go from the half court is taking quite a while. But you can see right there, I can make the half court. It's just the timing on some of these shots kind of threw me off. On top of that, I wasn't too worried about like actually making the shots at this point because I already have 33 points. But just to show you, you could get to about 40 even missing all these shots, just as long as you pretty much know how the mechanics of this minigame work and all that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you have a pretty easy time with this. I would say that it's kind of a tedious challenge, despite me only taking 3 times. Probably took me like maybe 10-15 minutes to actually complete, just like learning the mechanics or relearning them, because I kind of forgot that this minigame even existed. Until like I had to actually look it up myself, because I thought it meant just get 30 points, so I was just at CJ's house like getting easy hoops over and over and over and over, and then wondering why I wasn't actually completing this. But yeah, that's another tip I guess, is you have to go to a court. This one's just by the beach, and you have to start the challenge and then get 30 points doing the challenge, and that is the achievement. I also have another channel, by the way. This is my secondary clip channel, so if you want to check that out, I'll have those in the end screen. and also this channel. So if you want to subscribe to this channel for whatever reason, there you go. And then a couple videos at the bottom of the screen. Thanks for watching. Peace. I'm out.